Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a general reading for all of the astrological signs for the month of April 2018. I'll be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread for the reading, and we'll pull 3 oracle cards, right, to just give some added messages and guidance to go along with the spread, the tarot spread. For the main spread, I will be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. If I need to pull Clarifiers, I'll use the pocket edition of the Klimt Tarot. And then the 3 oracle card decks. I have the Ask Your Guides deck by Sonia Choquette, the Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn, and Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Okay. Just a quick reminder, I will be putting out on the 31st of this month, we have our second full moon of the month, which is the blue moon, right? So I'll be putting out a special full moon spread for that, as well as the second tarot reading giveaway for the month of March. So be looking out for those 2 special videos. They'll be coming out within the next couple of days, okay? And again, just remember that these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. If you would like to have a more personalized reading focusing on you, what's going on specifically in your life right now, you'd need to get a private reading from me. If you're interested, you could take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find pricing as well as the types of videos that I offer. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. I would also encourage you to watch not just your sun sign reading, but also your moon and your rising sign videos. Okay, that way you can, if one of the videos, maybe the messages won't resonate as well this month, the others might, or by using all 3 together, you'll have a more complete, overview of what will be coming up for you during the month. So I think that's it for now as far as messages go, right? So I will see each of the signs. I'll see you all in 1 second for your reading. Bye for now. Hi, Cancer. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you here with me today. So I'm going to get into your April 2018 reading. As you can see, I've already shuffled off camera and have laid the spread really just to save a little bit of time. I must apologize. I know that I'm late getting these monthlies out this month. It was just a very hectic beginning of April. So hopefully by the end of this weekend, I will be back on track and the mid-monthlies will be coming out on time. Another note, I did say in the introduction that I'd be using some different oracle cards, and I've decided to go just with the Ask Your Guides and the Power of Love. So after I started doing the readings, they just seem to be tying in better with the messages coming through. Okay, so let me go ahead and lower my camera just a little bit. I'll go through and show you the cards first, and then we'll get into the messages for the reading, okay? So at the center of your reading, you have the your reading, I must say, it looks very good for this month. You have the 2 of Wands crossed by the Ace of Wands. Foundation of your reading, you have Major Arcana number 21, the World. In the recent past, you have the 10 of Wands. Crowning your reading, you have the 2 of Cups. In the near future, you have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. You in the reading appear as the Queen of Pentacles. In your surroundings, in your environment, you have the Strength card, Major Arcana number 7. Your hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Swords. And the outbound energy for the month of April as you head into the month of May, the 10 of Cups. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the month, the 9 of Cups. Okay? And the two oracle cards, which I'll read you the full meaning for at the end of the reading, we have from the Ask Your Guides deck, we have Bravado, Warrior Guides. And from the Power of Love deck, you have Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Okay, so looking at your reading sort of overall, like looking at the suits that appear, we have 1, 2, 3, so 3 major arcanas, 1 pentacles, 1 sword, 1, 2, 3 cups, and 3 wands, right? So it's sort of divided kind of evenly between, the major arcanas, the cups, and the wands. And then with 1 pentacles and 1 swords. So let's start off with the overall energy here of the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, a lot of times we think of it as the wish card. It's the wish upon a star. You can see that the woman, she has, the dandelion. She's blowing the fluff of the dandelion off, right, making a wish, and sending her wishes, her intentions out into the universe. And so it's the minor arcana version of, of the wish card, of the star card. And it's the suit of cups itself. Let me talk about that since we have, a lot of cups cards. It's water energy. Okay, so this is your own energy, Cancer. You are a water sign. And the suit of Cups deals with our emotions. It deals with our feelings, our relationships. Again, the 9 of Cups is really, it's all about having your dreams come true. It's about achieving goals, having your wishes granted. It's also about, what type of intentions that you set. What is it that you put out into the universe, and sort of the need to be careful about what you do wish for and what you put out into the universe, because the universe sometimes is quite funny about actually turning things around and giving you what you actually ask for. So be careful what you wish for, I think, is it goes along with this card as well. But in general, it's a very beautiful card. It's about feeling very very optimistic, but it's also, about seeing things come true, having your dreams realized, having things, go as you would like them to go. So that's a wonderful card to have as the overall energy for the month. Now, sitting at the center of the reading, so you have the 2 of Wands crossed by the Ace of Wands. So the suit of Wands has to do with the day-to-day things that we deal with in life. It's our work that we do. It has to do with around the home, the chores that we do around the home. It has to do with our creativity, creative projects. It's also our own drive and ambition and determination, right, for the work that we do, for just, dealing with the day-to-day matters that we have to deal with. And the 2 of Wands is a card of choice, right? 2s are usually about, weighing things up. It's a decision, a choice to be made. But it's a card where you are very much in control, right, about what this decision or how you go about dealing with this decision, because it's a card of power, or it's a card of authority. It's really about taking matters into your own hands, and weighing up both options, staring down both paths, and you deciding which path is going to be the right one for you. But things are very much in your own hands here. Sometimes it can have to do with partnerships, partnering up with other people, collaborating with other people. It's about making a choice, and you're deciding where and how you want to, spend and invest your time, your energy, your enthusiasm. What is it that you want? And this could be in many different things. If this is you weighing up 2 jobs, if this is you weighing up, maybe you've had or received an opportunity to partner up with somebody else, but then that would mean leaving, the more stable hourly job that you have, or monthly, that monthly paycheck to embark upon this new creative endeavor. Only you can decide, which, if that is going to be the best thing for you. And so matters are very much in your own hands. And it's crossed by this, what could sort of help or hinder is this Ace of Wands. And aces are, an ace in the tarot is a beautiful card. It's a divine, divine gift. It's a blessing. Aces are big yes cards. So if there's something that you've been waiting for an answer on, this is a yes to that answer. Aces are new opportunities, new beginnings. New something has a great deal of potential. And so since this is wands, this could very well be, it could be to do with a job. So a new job offer coming in, a new business endeavor, a new creative endeavor. And with it crossing the Two of Wands, it could be this new offer that is going to sort of present you with this, this choice that you're going to have to make. And so it's going to be up to you to take matters into your own hands and, figure out if that's the best thing for you or what is going to be the best thing for you to do. If this is, not in the work sector, for example, with the Ace of Wands coming in, it's really about, the Ace of Wands encourages us to move forward. It's about moving forward fearlessly, putting our fears aside, embarking upon whatever this is. And, if this is, for example, in the area of relationships, then, this could be you, choosing, and maybe there's a choice that has to be made within the relationship, but then sticking to that, and then, putting your fears aside and really focusing your time and your enthusiasm and your determination, putting all of that behind this choice that you're making. And at the foundation, we have the World card. So the World is it's the last card in the Major Arcana, and it's the culmination of the Fool's journey. In the Major Arcana, the Fool begins his journey as the 0 card. And he makes his way through all of the spiritual trials and tribulations until making it to the World card. And so he has learned a lot, right? He has learned a great deal on this spiritual journey. It takes quite a long time for the Fool to make it from 0 to, this World card. And then after the World card comes, sort of a beginning again. It's back around to the 0 card. So new beginnings, new exciting beginnings. But the World card is it's an end to quite a long cycle, right? If we think of cycles and, a significant chapter in your life, this is quite a significant one. This is quite a long one. This isn't, certainly not a small ending. This is a significant, a big, an important ending. It has to do with, one cycle in your life ending that you need to, continue on, keep moving. And with this Ace of Wands sitting at the center of the reading and these two paths and decisions to be made here, definitely there could be a significant cycle ending and, new things. And we do have another ending card here in the recent past with the 10 of Wands, right? And 10 of Wands is, and we have the 10 and the Ace here. So, again, 10s are endings. After the 10 comes the Ace of Wands. So there's something, a cycle or something that ended here in the recent past. This could have been, over the past month or a couple of months. Something ended with this 10 of Wands. Could have been with, in the career sector. With the 10, you see how tired the man is. Let me hold this up again. So I think it's a little bit off camera. You see how he has, all of these wands on his back. They're very heavy. It's taken a long time for him to sort of collect all of these wands, and he has them, and he's carrying them uphill, and the horse looks very tired as they move uphill. So there might have been something that, that was quite an uphill battle for you, that you felt quite burdened, you felt overloaded. It was a struggle for you to, make it through whatever that was. if it's in the work sector, this could have been you just taking on too much work, sort of workaholic, feeling overloaded, feeling as though you've taken on more than you could actually handle, and just feeling overwhelmed with the responsibilities. Feeling as though you're sort of fighting this uphill battle, with something that possibly going on within the workplace. But again, it's in the past, and what sits at the center is, we have the ace and the two. We have these beautiful new beginnings starting off, and we have the ending with the world card. And then, interesting, because you have so many cups cards coming up towards the more towards the end of the month. So it looks as though around sort of the beginning of April, as you head into April through the midpoint of the month, it seems it's very much focused on ending cycles, choosing which way you're going from here, and then fearlessly sort of moving ahead. Now, the remainder of the month, it appears to be very much focused on more of the relationships and the emotional side of things, because you have the minor arcana version of the major arcana, the Lovers card. So you have the two sort of soulmate cards here in the reading, right? One is the crowning energy, the Two of Cups, and then one in the near future. And the Lovers card also speaks of a decision, right? It can speak of an important decision, a choice that has to be made, right? Sort of a head or heart decision. So it does also have that, that meaning that attached to it. But also the Lovers card and the Two of Cups, they're both cards that speak of a very deep soulmate connection with another person. It can be non-romantic. This can be in the form of, a business partnership, a partnership that is very, you see eye to eye with that person, right? You're very much in tune with the other person. It's sort of a deep kind of soul connection, but you understand each other. You get along well within the partnership. Could be just a friendship. But obviously, with and having the two soulmate cards, it could very well be a romantic relationship, because the soulmate connection, it speaks of the it's this mirror, the other person. It's sort of like looking at yourself in the mirror. So a lot of times these relationships can be quite tricky, because sometimes our soulmate shows us things that aren't always that easy to accept, but it's a beautiful relationship, right? And so you do have, you have the Two of Cups, this loving soulmate connection here. And it can definitely represent, besides the partnership and friendship, it can be, a union, this meeting of two minds here, this union, this beautiful union of two people. It can be in the form of, a marriage, sort of engagement, marriage. And then with the Lovers card, the marriage ceremony is also sort of depicted here on the card. We have the doves, and they're tying the two people together, symbolizing a marriage ceremony. So there could, for some of you, there could be a coming together, this meeting of the minds with another individual. Now, you appear as the Queen of Pentacles. Obviously, it's not, it's not your suit. You're a water sign. But the Queen of Pentacles is a very, she's a very self-reliant, self-sufficient, and very financially secure individual, right? She's the Earth Mother. She knows how to make money. She's very resourceful. She knows how to hold on to her money. She takes care of others around around her, such as her children, such as animals. She's a caring individual, and she's very grounded, And so this is you just appearing very, very sure of yourself, right? And if we go back to the Two of Wands, it's all about you being, you being powerful, you being in control. And we do have the Queen of Pentacles, and then surrounding you, the Strength card. And you even have the Warrior guide. So this is, I get that this is you just with whatever this choice is, whatever this decision is, if it has to do with partnership in the, in the business or, creative sense, there's that, and you're feeling very sure of yourself and very confident. If this is more, to do with relationships, again, this is just you feeling very, very confident, very sure of yourself and sure of where you're heading with this person or with this relationship. Because you have, with the strength cards in your environment is, others are viewing, this is how others could be, or how they're viewing you, and it's you just feeling very secure, right? You have that inner strength, you have the, the inner power, the inner strength, determination to handle whatever, it is that you are dealing with during the month. And your hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Swords. So Swords energy is, it's air energy, and it has to do with our thoughts. It's cerebral energy. It has to do with, our intellect, right? Also how we communicate, right? It's a card of communication. And the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy, right? This is very quick. So he comes in, you see that he has the sword of justice drawn here, and he's ready for battle, even though there really isn't, any battle in sight. He is ready. He's sort of, he's very forceful. He's, he's very smart. He's very honest. Yes, he could be a person, but, with the Knights, I usually tend to view them more as, especially sitting in this position, more of a, an event situation, because this is your hopes and fears. So you're hoping, to be able to communicate, your desires, your wishes, or be, have truth, find the truth in the situation, or you come across as being very truthful. This is a very, it's a very smart individual as well. So just, could be an individual. It could be somebody you're dealing with. Yes, it could be. If so, then it would be an air sign individual, usually more middle age, like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, male or female. But the Knights come in to act on something. Sometimes they bring messages, but more than anything, they come in to act, to make things happen. So this is just you hoping for, for things to start happening. And you have this 10 of Cups is the outbound energy. So as you leave the month of April heading into May, how beautiful is this? And the 10 of Cups is, again, you have another 10 here. So another ending, right? After the 10 of Cups comes the Ace of Cups, and you have the 9 and 10, right? With the 9 as the overall energy, 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is the culmination of what begins here with the 2 of Cups, right? If you look at the two figures here, the two cards, with the 2 of Cups, we have, it's the beginning phases of this beautiful relationship. It's the meeting of the minds of these two people. And then the 10 of Cups, you see now they are a happy family. Now they have a child. So it's the culmination of, what began here with the 2 of Cups. And you have this as you leave the months. This is a beautiful card. It speaks of, happy families, happy home and families. It's a card that really is a card of great joy. It's oftentimes referred to as the happily ever after card. So what a wonderful way to end the month. Okay, the 2 oracle cards. For those, I like to read the full description from the book. So let me get from the Power of Love, we have Satisfaction. So let me find it here. And it says, what other people think of you is none of your business. You should never look outside yourself for acceptance or validation, because it sends the message that you don't trust your own soul's worth. When you're in a space of self-acceptance, you confirm to the universe that you are everything you are meant to be. In this awareness, you are able to live freely and joyfully because you are not seeking validation through someone or something else. You can live your life and make choices out of love instead of fear. To enter this space, you must have the realization that your soul's makeup is divinely perfect. The limitations you've placed on yourself and your self-criticisms are usually based on giving away your power to another or seeking outside approval. The ego is judgmental and critical and filled with insecurities, while the soul is perfectly at ease and has come back here to enjoy a journey of self-discovery. One of the biggest traps in learning to be satisfied is comparing yourself to others. Remember that you have come back to an earth school made up of myriad souls and experiences. You aren't meant to be like anyone else. Love yourself for being the compassionate, unique person you are. And the bravado, this is card number 41. This card says, does everything inside you rebel against authority, making you want to scream, "You can't control me"? If so, it's true. No one can control you unless you agree to it. The fact that you don't allow others to control you anymore is a sign of progress. It means you're moving away from a world of dependency and are claiming your personal authority as a self-directed, conscious soul ready to take responsibility for yourself. Challenging the authority figures in your life is a necessary step in your growth. However, you must realize that not everyone or everything in your path is necessarily working against you. Ask your warrior guides for the courage to challenge what oppresses you, and for the wisdom to know when to respect authority. Your warrior guide's message: stand up for what is important to you and ask for it. However, don't fight for its own sake. Respect the leadership and rights of others as well. And like I said, it's interesting because you do have this, the strength card, this warrior card, and standing up. And then we have the being very much in control and taking matters into your own hands. So wherever you're heading this month, it's you feeling very much in control, you beginning whatever this new thing is for you. If this is a relationship, there's a definite, a connection here with another person by the end of the month, taking that to the next level, having your wishes come true with something that is important for you during this month, right? It could be on the financial side with this new job, or beginning on this new partnership or new creative or business endeavor. It could have to do with relationships and you ending one cycle within the relationship, now feeling very much sort of in your own element, sort of powerful, and you're in control, and if this relationship does move forward, it's you deciding that, it's you sort of setting your intentions, and you're the one in the driver's seat here, but it's beautiful. It looks like it's going to be a great month for you. So I love the messages. I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way, Cancer. I appreciate you being here today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful April. Bye for now.